I think this country was born out of a desire by a whole lot of people to create a better world for themselves and the world around them. The icons of innovation, Alexander Bell, Thomas Edison, the Wright brothers, people that had big ideas, that were willing to risk a lot to create inventions that would make the world a better place. We have a liftoff on Apollo 11. We succeeded. And in the last generation or two, due to the great success of our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, we now live in a culture where kids can spend a whole lot of time with leisure. The icons for their generation all seem to be coming from the world of sports and entertainment. And that's fine. I love sports and entertainment. I have a baseball field with lights on it for night games in my backyard. I got a football field, I got a tennis court, I got a basketball court. But I understand they're for fun. More than 25 years ago, serious people were seeing a dramatic, dangerous, scary decline in the number of kids studying math and science and projecting forward that we as a country could lose our preeminence in the world in these critical skills. I'm an inventor. We look at the same problems everybody else looks at, but as an inventor, we see them differently. It's a culture problem. So I suddenly had this idea. The sports model has been brilliantly developed to attract all kids. We could take the model of sports and use it to take all kids and turn them into zealots for something that could change their lives and change the future of the world. And here you're seeing what happened.
It's kind of like an addiction, hearing that sound. You just want to hear it again and again and again.
One mistake in this game, you could be eliminated.
23 years ago, the first competition began with a couple of dozen teams in a New Hampshire high school gym.
This is going to be the biggest year ever. It's being played at an NFL stadium where the Rams play.
I guess it's kind of like Tetris. Every individual action is going to like fit in with the next one.
When I'm driving the robot, I have to have a game plan and know exactly what I'm going to do.
Back out, back out!
You can't go into a competition underestimating what you're going up against. Just expect a lot of thrills.
Force down, force down, force down. Heads up, heads up.
Every round, we can get one step closer. We're doing it.
You have 10 seconds.
This competition was an emotional roller coaster that has only been exceeded by the birth of my children.
We're going to probably have to go here first, and then over here, and by that time, hopefully back to 6.
It's just little tiny details, and that's what we need to be able to finish this off, okay? Because we're here, we can do this.
Autonomous, they're right there. They need to be against this wall right
Do they drive over to here?
Wait.
Could be.
Out.
We had some
Guys, don't freak out, don't freak out, don't freak out.
Again, breathe it in, nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
Breathe it out. You guys know how to do this.
Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, rush. All right, here we go.
Looking to deliver over onto the scoring platform for the Blue Alliance.
I do not participate in the debate about whether creativity can be taught, but I absolutely believe one can create an environment in which creativity is celebrated. I had been running a design competition at MIT for about 20 years before I met Dean, and Dean had founded the organization FIRST, and he and I together co-founded the FIRST Robotics competition, which was patterned after the stuff that we had been doing at MIT. At first blush, FIRST is a robotics competition. People are told to build something to accomplish a task, but it's really a lot more than that. FIRST is much more than robots. In fact, the robot is kind of the campfire around which the tribe gathers, and the design and build task is a vehicle for learning about science and technology, and in the process, learning about self and society. So it's not STEM, It's STEM augmented with creative thinking, critical thinking, leadership, a whole bunch of things that are really important to making sure that kids have a good shot at getting into the game so that they can have a meaningful life.
FIRST is filled with lots of leaders. FIRST is a community of leaders.
Congratulations to all the students, parents, mentors, and teachers at this year's FIRST National Robotics Championship. Just make sure you keep your robots peaceful.
FIRST has a wonderful international footprint. They're all characterized by the same sort of excitement.
Now everybody say RoboLeague Belgesel!
FIRST is a powerful diplomatic tool.
Where are you guys from?
Pakistan!
FIRST LEGO League is the broadest program. It's all over the place.
We have what we call the progression of programs. We realized that we need to get these kids early on because by the time they get to high school, a lot of them have decided what they do or don't want to do. So we started the Junior FIRST LEGO League program, which is 6 to 8.
We built a space museum because people didn't have enough knowledge about our solar system.
It's a little different for them. It's more of an expo. They don't get involved as much in the competition side of it.
I am the coach of the Ruler Girls. We'd like to empower them, and we're just trying to get our girls involved in STEM.
They just progress from program to program, as the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts would do.
We built it again to make it more sturdy and to build it to make it actually work.
And then we saw a need for the middle school kids because there was a gap between the FIRST LEGO League and the FIRST Robotics competition. So we came up with the FIRST Tech Challenge, which is middle school and high school.
How the FIRST Tech Challenge season starts is in September, we have the kickoff where they release a game, and so everybody begins building the robots. And then after that, if you advance from qualifiers, you move on to the regionals. Then from there, the World Championships.
I'm really passionate about helping the younger generation learn about engineering. I mean, they're so much more prepared for college and studying engineering in college than I was because I learned about it in college.
We are at an event honoring women. This was great because the girls were able to come in between matches, and so they could come and spend a few minutes and then go back, you know, to their competition or their other obligations.
Where I work, there's 500 employees, only but 5 of us are female engineers. But don't ever let the fact that you're a female discourage you from going into engineering. What you guys are learning now with FTC and if you go into FRC programs gives you such an advantage compared to everybody else that goes to college for engineering.
Women in technology are really important. Science teaches us that women have a more natural genetic empathy response. So if we want good products made by ethical people, we want more women in technology.
And they just keep going on and on and on until the FIRST Robotics competition, which is a high school program.
This year's FIRST Robotics competition is a little different than many of our competitions in the past. Teams are separated from one another on opposite ends of the field, and they're manipulating things that are much more like an industrial assembly process.
This is a game called Recycle Rush.
Recycle Rush.
Recycle Rush.
It's played by 2 alliances of 3 robots each on each side of the field. Their purpose is to stack totes on scoring platforms, put recycling containers on top of those totes, and then put pool noodles, which we refer to as litter, inside the containers to multiply their points in a match. They have a 15-second autonomous period where the robots are running just on programming, and then an additional 2 minutes and 15 seconds of driver control mode.
This competition is broken up into 8 divisions. It's going to be really tough, and we have a lot of great teams out here.
I am a mechanical member and operator of FRC Team 1477, Texas Torque.
Team 1671, the Buchanan Bird Brains from Clovis, California.
We're Team 254, the Choosy Poops. We work in Silicon Valley. We're lucky to have all these people who can help our team.
I'm part of Team 118, the Robonauts. I work at NASA. I build robots we're trying to send to the moon. Pretty cool, right?
Who Team Rush! Team Rush! Team Rush! Team Rush rocks on!
You guys ready? Yep.
Turn.
Right now we are at the World Championship for Robotics, and this is my 4th year on the team, and I'm really excited because we'll be here for Team Rush, and we're actually a robotics team out of Clarkston, Michigan. My mom and dad have been coaches ever since the team started. My older brother Troy actually got a first scholarship because he had 4 years on the team, and my little brother Cody is now on the team.
I'm the team leader for Team 27,
and I'm really a math teacher at a high school and have partnered with engineers, and we've been able to create this incredible program. We have 32 students from Clarkston High School who are on the team. We got about 1/3 girls, 2/3 guys, and so we have a really good mix of students. I do this because 19 years ago, a friend of mine said, Kyle, you need to do this because it's going to change America. I have seen students who thought that they wanted to be a social studies teacher and ended up going to MIT instead, and their freshman year in college, they're raising cancer cells so that we can find a cure for cancer.
Would it just be like similar?
No, they're congruent. They're congruent. The evolution I've seen in my own personal children has been amazing. It's our life. If a kid had a dad as a football coach, he knows in August dad's gone until Thanksgiving. In our house, we know that mom and dad are the coaches of this team, and they just come with us.
Should have the other.
We had a chassis sub-team, which is in charge of the lower part of the robot with the driving. We have a bug chassis. They focus on the sticks in our autonomous mode to get the containers from the middle. And then our object collection device, they focus on the gripper to actually grab the containers.
So I'm going to trip the sensor in the front with this piece of paper, and it'll automatically close on it and bring back up.
The unique part about our team this year is that every year for the past 18 years, we've always said, oh my gosh, we have to do everything. And this year we said, we want to focus on one thing, and our goal this year was being a capper. Other people call them canister grabbers or robbers.
So this is level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I think we're going to do really well. At the Michigan State Championships, we were finalists, and that was just getting started off with the season. So hopefully this time we'll get paired with someone that's really good at stacking. We can complement them really well with our capping.
Take a deep breath, guys. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it out.
Right now, we're gonna run Auton. First 15 seconds of the match, the robot does a pre-programmed motion. For us, it's gonna grab the cans, pull them back to our side.
3, 2, 1, rock! And time runs out, 0 all. Drivers take control.
Definitely nervous just because it's my freshman year.
Grab it, Gabriel.
But I try to stay calm.
I am the human player for our drive team. My job is to grab the litter and send them into the field over the human player wall.
Just 10 seconds remain now on the match. They're making it fast. Deliver! Mom, they're making it. Put it up. Yeah, there's 5 seconds left. Here comes Rush. Can they make it? Put up. 3, 2, 1.
We're at Texas Torque World Headquarters in the Woodlands, Texas.
They just use kind of semi-arbitrary measurements for it. Yeah. I also don't know why the holes are that size.
That's where we ask them, why did they make them the size that they did? Or why are they located where they are? And have it redone.
My name is Scott Ripito. I'm the robotics instructional coach for Conroe ISD. The trophy up front is from winning the World Championship in 2013. It's pretty heavy. My degree is in aerospace engineering, so I'd always planned on being an aerospace engineer, mostly because airplanes were cool. I was about a year and a half away from graduation, and I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing. And so I decided to become a physics teacher in January of '84. We have robots going all the way back to 2010. This is SARS. This is from the 2011 game, which was Logomotion. This robot is from 2012. This is Velociraptor. This was a fun game because it was 3-on-3 basketball. Down here, this robot, this is Rev 1. This is from last year's game.
1477, that's Texas Torque.
This is the 2013 robot. This is the robot that we won the World Championship with. Since then, we've been doing pretty well. And this is Apogee, robot for the current 2015 game. What we do here is, well, our slogan is, we build futures one robot at a time. I really think that's what we do. On January 3rd, we all met here. We met upstairs and we watch a video. It's called The Game Reveal. We watch a video that describes what this year's game is about. We try to figure out what kind of robots we're going to see on the field. A lot of times there's multiple ways to score, so you want to figure out what's the easiest way to score points. And we just start prototyping, and that kind of drives the design of the robot, and then we start CADing. We have a couple of sponsors that make parts for us. All the sheet metal is cut and bent for us, but the rest of it we make in-house. So once the robot's done, electronics team finishes that up.
My name is Caroline, and I'm lead of the electronics sub-team. We wire the motors. Anytime you see wires or these tubes, and the lights, that's us, the battery.
We build a practice field. We have driving practice all the time.
My name is Connor Smith. I'm the robot operator, and this is my 3rd year on the mechanical sub-team. The driver, it's their job to perform well and represent the team's hard work over the past build season. So it's basically up to us to bring to fruition what we've spent so long and worked so hard on. This right here is the driver's station. So it's just a simple laptop with 2 Xbox controllers, and whenever I push buttons, the screen lights up. It's all fun and games at first, but then when it actually gets down to crunch time, we are competing against teams from around the world and across the state. The way it works is that after you play 10 qualification matches, that determines your final seed. But as you can see, there's 7 different matches going on in parallel with each other. It's pretty crazy out here. They're right now setting up the arms for our autonomous mode. And the robot's going to be running the Toucan Auto this round.
I think we got a chance to hit up over 200 points. So that'd be a good score.
Drivers behind the line.
Torque! Torque!
3, 2, 1, run!
What's the matter? Look at that arm.
2 seconds. Okay. Move.
What happened? Just run with it. Don't worry too much about the arm, because we can fix it, okay? Stack. Okay, easy, easy, easy. Easy, easy, guys, easy. Oh, no. Hold it up, hold it up. Go, come on. If it falls, it falls. Go, go.
Okay, go.
All right, don't worry about it. Get another one.
Okay, we're good.
Just put it on the end there. Get the can. We got time. Just don't panic, okay? 15, 14.
We can't get it.
Nope.
176. That's good.
We couldn't move as well because our arm came out and got stuck.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Go for it.
The competition here at the World Championship is always super intense.
Cody, what are you doing?
We're a whole family. It's good and bad.
Make a six-stack, for God's sakes.
You have the best teams in the world all coming together, trying to be the world champion.
The potentiometer on our stinger arm was loose before we went into the match.
We have to execute, because we're here, we can do this.
About almost 11 years ago, this freshman kid, he was involved in Lego League. When he graduated from 8th grade, he came to Buchanan High School and he wanted to keep going. So he said, I want to start a robotics team here. And I said, well, I'm really busy. He goes, don't worry, Mr. Lake, this won't take any time at all. All I need you to do is sign paperwork and stuff. I said, okay. Our second-year robot was so bad, our robot was dead on the field 7 out of 10 qualifying matches. In one of those qualifying matches, it actually caught on fire on the field. Our coach, Andrew Neighbors, was a freshman that year.
My name is Andrew Neighbors. I'm the coach of the Buchanan Bird Brains FRC Team 1671.
Patrick, can you come over here and help grab this sport?
That's it. We're the underdog. We started getting parts from junkyards and spare parts that dads or people may have had at home.
For the chain.
It's just what it is. I mean, we didn't have anything where we started from, so if you want to get to that level, then you're going to take your team and you're going to work to get there.
Shift the yeah. On neutral.
My name is Juan Cortez. I'm Mexican. My mom is a nurse, my dad is a carpenter, and I have 3 other siblings, and so every one of my siblings, as they were born, I feel we got more and more opportunities to go to better and better schools, and I was able to come here to join this team. I joined the team with big aspirations, and I feel like through hard work and dedication can get you a lot of places. Because I came in here, looking at fabrication and electronics, looking at that, and I'm now the fabrication leader of the team, and I'm a base driver of the robot.
I've always wondered, so many kids on this team are so great. I mean, do we attract great kids, or do we take kids and make them great? But I think we take kids who they're pretty good, but we give them a set of experiences that lets them be great, lets them find the greatness within. And they all have it.
Check for clear path on the ramp and under the bot. Make sure the ramp isn't stuck on the bot.
Right now what they're doing is we call it our systems checkup, making sure we have everything that we know can fail locked in.
An analogy with football, we're kind of like a mid-major. We want to play with the big dogs. We want to be among the elite teams, and we work very hard, but it's very, very hard to do. Those elite teams are amazing.
We are Team 2, 1, 4.
We're Team 254, the Cheesy Poops.
Last year was one of our most successful years. We came to the World Championships where, after a long and tough tournament, we were World Championships for the 2nd time in our team history.
Team 254 was founded about 1998. They're based out of San Jose, California. We're lucky in that we work in Silicon Valley, and we're able to recruit software engineers, mechanical engineers, controls engineers, and they may not necessarily be able to get at a different school that didn't have that same demographic.
The robot this year is called Deadlift. Every year we name it after a Decepticon.
It's optimized, right? We've iterated almost a dozen times. We started with something that kind of worked, and we made little tweaks here, changed the geometry, changed the friction material of the wheels, changed the gear ratios to make it as fast and efficient as possible.
There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5 for the team looking for 1.
Well, we just got 4 6-stacks on our match. This would probably be our 5th or 6th time total, although that is the first time we've done it at championships so far. I actually got into robots through my brother. He was the operator of the team before me. He's 4 years older, so when he left the team, I joined the team. A little bit of a legacy there.
Drivers behind the line. 3, 2,
We like striving for excellence. We like having the best performing robot, the best performing strategy, a mechanism that we design that's better than everybody else.
All right, we got it. You ready? There you go. Wait, go.
It's a level of competitiveness and just a spirit of striving for excellence.
Slow, go. All right, there we go. Go get that one, go get that one. Just drop it right here, right here. No, we're gonna go over it? Okay. Okay, I got you, I got you.
Clear it out, please.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Why'd that happen?
I don't know, I have no idea.
Hit the can and stack it.
It's 10 seconds, man.
You're good, take your time.
8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Open.
3,
A little bit.
2. Push it forward.
What were you guys taking your time with?
I was waiting for him to go more onto it.
That is worthless.
I was waiting for him to drive
just
over.
knock it over to get the damn can on.
Okay.
Why did it happen though? What happened? I wouldn't have ever driven over. I would have set the stack here. If you want to do 4, you don't have time to go and swing around ever.
Okay.
When you do that, you basically commit to 3, and then you're done. We know we can do better, and it's not necessarily we want to be better than you, but we want to have something that's better than anything we've created before. We're very laser focused on making sure we can execute the strategy to the best of our abilities.
I'm Mason Marquis. I'm 28 years old, and I work for the NASA Johnson Space Center. I build robots that go to space. Next generation rovers that might drive on Mars and carry astronauts around the surface, humanoid robots that can do maintenance on the space station, and I'm the drive coach for the Robonauts. The Robonauts are a high school robotics team. It's a partnership between the NASA Johnson Space Center and Clear Creek Independent School District. We meet in historic Building 9 where astronauts train for their missions up to space, and an incredible robotics laboratory. We've been doing this for so long that we've really built up an amazing program, amazing facility. It's quite the operation here, if you can't tell already. Personally, this program has changed everything for me. I mean, to think back where I was 15 years ago, I always kind of thought I wanted to be an inventor maybe, build stuff, but I didn't know really what engineering was. I had done some robotics competitions in middle school, thought it was fun, thought I would keep going with it. And then I started doing FIRST Robotics in 2002 when I was a freshman in high school. I joined the Robonauts just kind of on a whim.
Tension, elevation, it's recoil.
Coming out here and working with real engineers and getting to see what their daily life was like and kind of being introduced to all these concepts and seeing the fun side of engineering early on, it got me hooked. I mean, it really changed the direction I wanted to go and taught me what I wanted to do with my life. I did an internship here at NASA and just loved it so much. I got offered a full-time job, started working, and started mentoring the team that I was a part of when I was in high school, the Robonauts.
The clear parts are the guards.
Okay. We have old robots that I worked on whenever I was a high school student over here. There's an incredible amount of history. A lot of people have come through the program. I'm just one of the many who have been a part of this team and gone on to do amazing things in engineering.
A lot of people think that it's just about the robots, but it's really, the robots are just the way we express everything we do in the program. There's a lot of brainstorming, problem solving, teamwork, all that stuff adds up to a great robot.
So you know, Mason, this is new code and a couple of the underlying classes changed.
Moving forward into the tote.
Try to reset the pincers.
Pincers are reset. These machines are almost like a child to me. I know that's weird. Watch the can, watch the can, watch the can. Wait. Okay. In engineering, you start with nothing and just the detail that goes into every part of this robot. It makes you feel like the robot is really yours. You know exactly how to pick up a can, how a tote's going to react when the wheel touches it. One day we had almost an hour-long argument.
About an hour-long argument.
About which can we should have grabbed in one of our practice matches.
Who was right?
Me.
Me.
Oh no, I was right. I was right.
Yeah, so we're about to have another one, but we'll do that off camera.
Really, what it comes down to is we just both know that we're both really passionate about what we're trying to strive for, getting that world championship.
You agree?
Yeah, definitely.
It's the first time.
We want to win our division. It's great. We get a trophy, we get a gold medal for that, but we want to play on one field we call Einstein.
I've been part of the team for 4 years.
All right, let's bring it in.
Seeing all of these people for maybe the last time, all dressed up, I'm gonna miss it so much.
We're gonna do Einstein.
Einstein! 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 We are robots!
Coming to a FIRST Championship is walking into 20,000 incredibly excited young people.
There are 8 different fields and divisions on the floor of the dome.
The way it works is that after you play 10 qualification matches, that determines your final seed, and the top 8 get to pick who they want to be on their alliance for eliminations.
We do a lot of scouting. We have objective data and metrics that we take on every single team.
We have kids with iPads up in the stands, and everything teams are doing, they're recording the data.
Certain robots complement others naturally a little bit better. So we get to look at all the robots in our division to decide which one is going to play best with us.
For our alliance, we're lucky to have Team 973, the Gray Bots from Atascadero, California. That's our first pick.
Frankly, I woke up in the morning thinking we were not going to even get picked.
Spirits weren't too high during that morning. You know, we thought we were going to go home for sure.
23 robots have been picked at this point, and we still haven't been picked. Now it's 118's turn to pick the 3rd robot to join their alliance, and they pick us.
So we got them on our alliance. We know that they were good to make 3 stacks every match.
I saw her sitting down and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is a really good alliance.
50% of the teams are gone in 2 matches. They only get to play 2 matches.
We've made some changes on the robot, and we're relying a little bit on luck, but we had luck in 2013 when we won. We had luck in 2014 when we advanced to Einstein again.
Be careful, in autonomous, make sure you don't cross the line. Good luck, let's have a really good match.
Thank you.
After 19 years, I've been so close, so many years, to being on what they call Einstein, which is the grand finale. It would be wonderful to be on Einstein. Each year, I say my prayers, I cross my fingers, we play our hardest, and may, I guess, the best totes fall. Can you do it again? Bring it out. All right, nice and easy.
Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, run!
Well, someone left one of our controllers in the pit, and there was a 3rd one in there that I assumed would have worked, because why else would it be in there? So I plugged that in, but it turns out it was wrong.
I really feel like even if I was here, this would have been largely unavoidable. This is just
It should be in your...
too many dominoes falling into the wrong place at the wrong time.
No. Where was this?
In here.
Why? So what happened is we made a mistake that we shouldn't have made. We had the wrong controller hooked up to the driver's station. Robot wasn't operating. Should never have had that control anywhere near the driver's station because it doesn't work with it. So it's unfortunate. Kids have worked really hard, and I don't want that to be what keeps them from advancing. You know, I'd rather have it be we play a good hard match against somebody and they beat us. This is a learning experience for the students, learning experience for me, so you know, those things happen.
It puts us in 3rd right now, so who knows? We're tied for 2nd, so it's not bad. It's not bad. We've got to get ready for the next one.
We go in with a game plan just like you would on a football team. You have a playbook. You take a play from that book, you execute it as best as you can, and then make adjustments on the fly. Just take your time. Go slow. Everything's slow. Slow and steady. No rush. 3, 2, 1, rush. There we go.
They got tag on the end zone.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident. I feel like we can make it to Einstein.
Remember to stay foot off the wall. Damn it, dude. Chris, take your time, dude.
Watch out for them. Watch out.
973, wait.
You're good, you're good.
999, let us catch the can. Take your time.
Great toss. What are we doing after this?
You're gonna get another stack from Brandon right in front of you.
Tell me when.
Take your time.
Go. Watch out for them, Brandon.
Take your time. Take your time. Plenty of time. You're good.
Stop, right?
Keep back off. Watch for 973.
They've got 6 seconds left to go. 4, 3.
Stop. Watch out. Watch for 973.
Go.
Not worth it, dude.
We had a lot of 6 stacks up. We were in good shape, and we were just trying to place one last 6 stack down at the very end of the match, trying to rush it in between other stacks, and we didn't quite drop it right. It actually tipped over, knocking over another stack, and on top of that, one of the cans bounced out of the field, causing us to get 2 fouls for 6 points each.
That's like 160 points or something. Why were you rushing? It wasn't worth it.
I know.
It was a bad call.
Bad call.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good, man. Dude, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
That was a tough break.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's all good. So what does that mean?
That means that's it. This is the year.
The alliance that we're actually tying for right now just lost all for cans, which is crucial for them to win.
You know, we do enjoy this spot. Being the underdogs.
Yeah.
And we are the underdogs going into this.
It's very reminiscent of last year. We made it to this point last year, and after 3 matches, we fought really hard. We just barely lost by about 10 points. And so it's my senior year. It really hits home for me. I really hope we can make it to Einstein this year.
Did you guys test this?
Yep. Yeah, we're good.
Do it once for me. Okay. You good?
Yep.
Congratulations. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Remember to stay behind the line here.
Breathe it in. Breathe it out.
Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, rush!
We're gonna get 6 and 7. We're gonna strip them. Let's go. Get it. You got it. Let it go. Let it go. Go over the other one. Block it. You got it. Okay, Zach, we're gonna stack the 6 for this 5. That's a 5. It's a 5. It's okay.
Let go.
Doesn't matter. We stripped them on the other side. That's the important thing. These last 2 didn't matter. They didn't matter. Look at what we got here. It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
That's not going to win Einstein.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It's not going to win Einstein.
But it's getting us 1 step closer. If every round we can get 1 step closer, we're doing it.
3, 2, 1, rush!
Oh! Shoot. Gotta do it. Arm down, arm down, arm down, arm down, arm down. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Oh!
What do I do?
You need to be stacking. Oh, no. Just bring it out, bring it out. Just bring it out. Okay, go get another one. What's wrong?
Cross the field.
2, 1. Now, that's on a noodle. That whole stack's not going to count, okay? That whole stack is not going to count. We need to keep going. We don't give up in the middle.
I didn't know what to do.
You just go out and you just start grabbing them.
I can't grab those though.
Next time, pluck on the outside, grab the next one. Pluck the next one, grab the next one. Pluck the next one. How do you know?
Because
that stack is not going to count.
Okay,
it is not fully supported. Yeah, but look at their score otherwise, and all the noodles that are over there. You never know, Cody. We gotta wait.
I've known Kyle for a long time. She was my math teacher all throughout high school. I was on the team from 2001 to 2004 as a student, and it's what really introduced me to the whole engineering world. And I loved it so much, and it's now my career.
Let's find out who won this match. Do we have a champion yet, or do we have a rubber match?
Blue, blue, blue.
And our champion is the Red Alliance. Congratulations to our number 2 seed Alliance.
We got beat with the can burglar, which was disappointing because I think we probably could have beat him. Would've, should've, could've. It's over. It's another year. Well played. Very nice. Where's the other guys?
Second place finalists. They
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
Good job.
Gentlemen, congratulations. Take it for Galileo.
Thank you.
All right. These guys are good, and they're going to have an incredible run ahead of them because there is some unbelievable competition that they're going to face. Nice job.
Yeah.
Jared. Nice job. Hey, you. I'm getting a little emotional now because it's over. It's been 5 weeks of competition, and I love these kids. We had senior speeches last night, and you know, they're going to go out and they're going to change this world, and I know that I had a part of it, and I think that that's the most important thing. I'm going to miss these kids.
We have the champions of the Newton field. Let's introduce our Red Alliance.
First team 118 hails from League City, Texas. They are the RoboNauts.
Everyone else is done playing. So all the people in the arena come and watch Einstein go down. It is the spectacle. It is the biggest event of the season.
From Clovis, California, they're the Buchanan Bird Brain.
It's a whole team effort. We're one of the 3 teams, and we're just making sure that we finish our part.
We are in the semifinals right now of the highest level. We won our division, and we're looking to get to the finals and hopefully take the crown for world champion.
Here we are, the semifinal match, trying to make it to that ultimate top 2 teams.
We knew that it was going to be us or the alliance of 148 and 1114 on the other side of the field who was going to advance out of this.
We were in 3rd place, and we were up against a team that was in 2nd place. And if we didn't switch places with them, we were not going to the finals. I was doing the astronaut's prayer through all of our matches.
Drivers behind the line.
The astronaut's prayer is this: please, God, don't let me screw up. I think the vocabulary is a little different, but you get the idea.
Rush!
The match starts, things are going well.
Our strategy is just going to be play our game, get our points, and try to get us at a high enough average to get into the finals.
And then our software problem creeps up on us, and our robot actually goes into lockup mode. We feel like that's the season. But I look up, our robot recovered from the software problem.
40 seconds, 40 seconds.
118 and 6078, they had a strategy that was so beautiful, it was like a choreographed dance.
It was a little scary at times because we knew if we messed this up, it's going to be our fault.
Don't move, no,
Working with their human player, 2, 1. That'll do it for semifinal 6. 12 last second points scored for blue. The referees will get you our 2 finalists for Einstein.
How many counting?
Not enough. They got the odd-time bonus, and that's going to hurt us here. At the end of the match, I'm convinced that they outscored us, so we didn't have a chance to advance. Even if we did beat them, I didn't think we beat them by enough points.
We were just looking at the field, counting, thinking, oh my gosh, did we do enough?
Mason, the 118 mentor, had come up to us and told us, you know, the math doesn't check out. I think we officially lost. And just beginning to get yourself to accept that is just the worst feeling in the world. And just the anticipation of waiting for the results to come up was very suspenseful.
There was a long pause as the referees added up the scores. I'm sure they wanted to get it right. They knew that this was going to be a high-profile decision. And then it happened. It came up.
240 for red, 210 for blue.
What just happened?
We just went to finals. We got the points we needed. We're going to final. 2 more matches. 2 more matches.
The reason these kids are emotional about their robots is the same reason they're emotional when they play other sports.
Einstein finals underway.
They're emotional about anything that's part of an experience in life.
Stop!
Don't freak out, don't freak out.
And humans will only compete in the unlimited class in one sport. This one, you think that football player is really big and really tough? Put an elephant on the field. You think that track star is fast? Put a gazelle out there. The only sport in which humans will ever compete in the unlimited class is solving problems using the tools of engineering.
Good job, boys. Good job.
One more, best out of 3. 2 minutes and 30 seconds away.
These kids inspire me.
118, let's go.
We still win this, no problem. Don't worry about that.
These mentors that give the most valuable thing they have, their time and judgment.
Wait. Let's go.
Because they know that by doing that, they might change the course of what these kids are going to do with their lives.
I came into this program as, the shy kid who didn't really want to do much, and, I'm leaving here knowing I definitely want to do mechanical engineering.
55 seconds, so much time. Make it pretty.
Since we now know that active learning is much more effective than traditional lecture, the people that are still hanging on to the traditional lecture model need to give it up.
I'm going to Duke University studying computer science.
Central Michigan University, and I'm studying architecture.
Chemical engineering at Texas A&M University. University of Michigan, and I'm going to be studying engineering.
I want to be a rocket scientist.
All we had to do was execute. We were, at that point, just felt like nothing could stop us.
2 seconds, 1 second. This one is over.
Oh my God, we did it!
It's amazing. We've been working so hard for so long.
We just won Einstein. I can't believe we did it. So happy.
The robot was driving backwards the entire match. I could fight it the whole time.
Look at all those people up there watching. And they didn't even crack under all that pressure. It's amazing.
I'm inspired that the FIRST community, which is now hundreds of thousands of volunteers, has created this most incredible, harmonious family of people that are doing the right thing for the right reason in a world where mostly the news tells you all the ugly, bad side of humanity, and here you're seeing the best of humanity.